Grand Rising is your favorite gotcha girl or least favorite gotcha girl, depending upon which side of karma you fall. Here with today's tarot and oracle card reading for Thursday, January 29th, 2026. How is everyone doing? Well, I hope. I just noticed looks like an olive oil bun. Where's my Popeye? Anyway, let's get right into it. I'm using, it's Thursday. I like to use my horror tarot deck, my Elqui Oracle. And today I was a little bored, so I did it backwards. I chose the Oracle cards first, just saying, uh, give me some confirmation for card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4, and card 5. So anyway, Elqui Oracle is what I'm using. Horror Tarot is what I'm using. And again, the spirit threw out 2 for the main energy. We got the Chariot and Ace of Pentacles. Chariot, Ace of Pentacles. We are quickly moving forward toward our material abundance. What we've been working for. Stability. I, as a Taurus, that's all I want. A nice home. It ain't even got to be super fancy. I just want a place to lay my head and put my things and feel comfortable and sleep naked at night. You know? This is, I'm not asking for a whole lot. I'm really not. Although Spirit just said, you really aren't. You need to ask for more. So that might be a message for some of y'all too. Again, I understand. We've been trained to deal with less, to accept the bare minimum, and say it's okay. Right? To be humble. To downplay all your gifts and talents and abilities. Because otherwise, you have a big ego, and that makes you a bad person. How can I be fearfully and wonderfully made and not have a little tiny smidge of ego? How can you be fearfully and wonderfully made and not have a tiny smidge of ego? Backwards, man. This whole damn world backwards. Backwards, backwards, backwards. Anywho, so they threw out 2 for the main energy. We are quickly moving forward to our material abundance, everything we work for, everything they tried to steal. Page of Wands, that could be a message coming in. Right? They're young, could be a young person. It's a young girl on this card. At least it looks like a younger girl, teenage. Looks like she's trying to fit into, well, maybe the dress is just big, but she's got really long arms, y'all. I said this looks like a young girl, but the closer I look, yeah, appearances may not be as they seem. Whoever is approaching you in this Page of Wands energy, y'all are going to have to use the discernment that you have recently learned about to decide if it's your true guide. But it says she who guides, new path, guide, renewal. They could bring a message that will lead you to a new path. Could be someone coming, again, pages like to learn, right? They're creative, all that good stuff. They want to, somebody's coming in to teach, perhaps. And even if they might be younger, understand that how many people in this world have reached a ripe old age and haven't learned a damn thing? Just because you old doesn't mean you're wise. And that's just the way it is. So whoever is in this Page of Wands energy who it seems like might be coming forward relatively soon, you're just going to have to use your discernment. There is, and it's, yes, use your discernment, guys. And if they're on the up and up, they'll guide you to a new path. It's going to renew you. Then we got the Star. It's got the Ouija board on it. Spirit's trying to send us a message. Spirit is trying to talk to some of us, collective. Are you listening? Are you listening? I always knew there was more. I always knew something was, out there, and for the longest time I was in the cult of Christianity, and I thought it was God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit. And again, there's still that they got me through the hardest times of my life. But I can't rectify the fact that, I mean, it was given to us by the slave masters. Why would why would they give you anything that would return your power? They want the power all for themselves. They want you in fear. They want you confused. They want us divided. I think a lot about a lot of things all the time. But anyway, Spirit's trying to send you a message. Are you paying attention? I am. I see all the signs, and people will want to write it off. Oh, this is just a time on a clock. So why am I looking at the clock every day at 11:44? Every day for the past week, if it don't mean nothing? My internal clock is just like, oh, it's 11:44. Time to look at the time. Why? Look up the number 11:44. If you see recurring numbers, I'm always taking snapshots, and I've been seeing a lot of them. 555, 444, 11:44, 144. Those are my numbers this week. What are your numbers? What are your numbers? They're trying to talk to you. They're trying to send you a message. They're also letting you know, because I'm one of those people who likes to know everything. Well, what's the fun in that? I like to know everything. I want to know. I want to know. I'm curious, probably to my detriment a lot of times, but universe is saying there might be a question you have been asking. If you haven't gotten an answer yet, it could just mean you have to wait a little longer, or you're not paying attention. They've answered your question. You just not getting it. You just not putting the things together. They like to play little games. This universe is weird, man. And they're a little sadistic and masochistic at times. Yes. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look, and I'm not smited either. It's all love. It's all love. So this is trying to send you a message, but also, like I said, I like to know things. Whenever I watch a detective series or, I don't know, crime show, whatever, I'm trying to guess how it's going to end before it ends. I think I'm probably 50-50. Half the time they'll throw me a curveball, and a lot of the times I do figure it out before they tell me. I'll be like, I knew it. I knew it. But Spirit is saying it's supported by the card of She Who Surprises, surprise, discovery, revelation. So there's an answer to your question coming, but also for some of us, the universe wants to surprise us. They don't want you to know everything. Keisha, stop searching for the answer. Stop it. Just let us shock you. Oh, I don't really like that. My life hasn't been, the greatest with surprises. Usually when it's a surprise, it's a bad surprise. Something that brings a tower to my life and puts everything into upheaval and turns everything upside down, and I don't like it. I'm a Taurus. I'm tried and true. Why are we changing shit if it's working? If it works like this, what are you trying to switch it up for? Although sometimes, especially now that I've ascended a little bit and learned some more things, I do like to do things differently. Like, again, like I said, today I pulled the oracle cards before I pulled the tarot cards. I pulled the oracle cards before because I feel like my team gets bored, right? If you think about the creator, whatever you want to call it, the universe, God, Allah, right? Think of all the things they created, from the smallest to the largest. There's some weird things out there, man. There's some weird things out there. You don't think they get bored? I have to imagine, like, every time when I used to say my prayers and you say the same old prayer the same old way every day, I mean, eventually you're just on autopilot, and it's taken away some of the intention, some of the feeling, some of, you know what I mean, the oomph of it all. We're bored. You can switch it up. Who out there is bored? Somebody out there is bored. That's whose energy I'm reading right now. You're bored. Spirit says switch it up. It's okay. You don't have to Holy Mary, Mother of God, da 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 da, 200 times a day. You don't have to. Speak from the heart. They'd prefer that. They'd prefer that. If it's a bunch of gibberish, Spirit will still be able to read your emotion. If you can't even say anything, if you can't form the words, if you can't, they know, they can read your energy. It's okay to switch it up. So whoever needed that message, if that's the question you've been asking, it's all right. Switch it up. Remember, as long as you ain't hurting yourself, another person, the animals, the earth is pretty much a green light. Okay. Then we got death, supported by she who resists, fearless, justified, and resistant. Death. It just means a change. It just means a transition from one thing to another. As humans, we forget that we are eternal beings, that our souls will never be obliterated. You're going to go somewhere else. You're going to spend time in a different form, but it's never done. But we come down here and we forget and we think, oh my God, we've only got a certain number of years here on, and you do. You have a certain number of years here on Earth. You do. That's true. But it's all it. We created this whole damn story. We created time. we right, the calendar. We put limits on ourselves. Whatever. And most people fear death. Most people fear death. I wrote a poem that since got destroyed, but I'm gonna have to sit down and try to rewrite something similar. It won't be exactly the same. It'll be different, but the same premise. I said I had a poem asking, what if death is just as terrified of coming and taking our souls as you are? What if it don't bring him any joy? He's just doing his damn job. He's just doing his damn job. She's just doing her damn job. You know, they don't like getting the missions any more than you do. Oh, death, you got another one in your inbox. Okay, open the scroll. Read it. Baby Johnson, I gotta go take an hour-old baby's soul. Are you serious? You went to, Lord, you went through all the trouble of marinating, cooking that baby for 9 months. Had a 3-day labor intensive. You know, this lady's in pain. She damn near died. For the baby to live for an hour? Maybe death don't like their job anymore than you do. And especially if you're up in age, if you're 80 plus, you had time. You should have had a full long life. If you didn't get to do everything you did or everything you wanted to do, that is on you. That is on you. Go back up to the ethers, write another story, try again, do better. That's all you can do. Don't be resistant to the change or the transition, because it's going to happen either way. You can make what was that SpongeBob episode? We can do this, Gary. We can do this. He's trying to give Gary a bath. Death's trying to come and do his job. We can do this the easy way, or the hard way, or the medium way, or the easy and medium hard way, or the medium easy hard easy way. I don't know. Do it the easy way, please. Spirit's asking you nicely. Then we got the Knight of Cups, supported by she who becomes Eterna. Metamorphosis, transcend, journey. Could be a Knight of Cups coming. Could be a Knight of Cups coming. And they're passionate, man. They got a lot of love. But remind them and yourself not to lose your heads. It's a headless horseman. And I just want to say this horse looks exactly like the horse on the chariot. Bigger. Up close. And I know my camera quality sucks. I'm sorry, y'all. But it looks like the same damn horse, does it not? Does it not? Your chariot, and that's how you're going to know. Because you guys are going to be like birds of a feather. Like, we were riding on the same damn type of horse. We're riding on the same course. We a match. We a match. This Knight of Cups will help you. Will help you change. Right? Transition. Even though it's not the one that's supporting it. It came right after, just for more confirmation. This Knight of Cups is going to help you change, transcend, and continue on your journey. along with this Page of Wands, who will be a guide to your new path and the renewal that you seek. And last but not least, we got the Moon with more hidden shit. More hidden shit that we trying to figure out. Spirit's trying to send you a message with the star, because you are the star, man. You are the star. Right? You're the hero of this story. It's all on you. And that's okay. You signed up for the job, you're going to do it. You can do it. So more revelations are coming. She who yearns, Desiree, yearn, longing, pine for. I think, again, and I told you what the moon card means for me. It always means moon magic. Whenever I see the moon, it means somebody's been doing moon magic. They just ain't learning their lesson. There's a moon on this card too. So that's extra confirmation. All right? Somebody's been doing moon magic on y'all because they yearn, desire, long for what you have. What the universe, what God, what Allah gave them, it just ain't good enough for them. It ain't working for them. And I cannot remember who said it. I think it was Tennille on Tennille Talks. She ain't been on YouTube in a minute. I think she moved to Patreon. I think she left me for good. Sending nothing but blessings and love and light to Miss Tennille. But she said she was talking about somebody who, you know what I mean, was famous, and when they became famous and were more well-to-do, they tried to do, you try to help your family out. I give you this, I give you that, I do this for you, I take you here, I take you there, I pay for this, I pay for that, right? Help you out a little bit. And they still get jealous and envious of you. You giving all you have, and it's never enough. And the girl said, they don't want what you give them. They want what you have. Somebody's out here doing moon magic because they basically want to be you. Because a comparison is the thief of joy, and they just cannot stop comparing themselves to you. Imagine that. Me. In this homeless shelter. Going on 4 years. I ain't had no contact really with old friends or family. I've talked to one old friend on the phone, maybe once in these 4 years. Everybody blames me for shit falling apart. People calling me crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. You making the wrong choices. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. And I completely forgot where I was going with that. They didn't want you to get that message. Well, if it's meant, Spirit will bring it back to me. And if it's not, maybe I'm not supposed to. It's supposed to be a surprise. It's just for me. And that's okay too. That is okay too. Well, guys, not a bad reading overall. All right, I gotta go. I gotta get ready to go to work. I gotta get ready. Oh, yes, that's exactly where I was going with that. Imagine them being jealous of me. Jealous of what? Jealous of all the magic you throw in that's putting my kids in the psych ward, that's putting me in the psych ward, that is making our relationships and friendships fall apart because they're doing magic on that. I know it. You guys can't fool me. You can't fool me. Spirit always gonna let me know. Grandma and Grandpa always gonna let me know. Aunt Donna and Poppy always gonna let me know. And then they're gonna kick your ass for it. Imagine being jealous and envious. I mean, I see, you know how they say some people are so poor, all they have is money? Some people are so poor, all they have is money. I have more than that. I have strength. I have wisdom. I have love. I have compassion. I have self-love. I have belief in myself. All these other people are doing better than me. They got their house. They got their little fame, but it's all a farce. It's all an illusion. As long They're people pleasers. As long as it looks good to everyone on the outside, who cares that we're falling apart? Who cares that no one's happy? Who cares that we want to scratch each other's eyes out every second we're together? Who cares that we haven't loved each other, if ever? It's been years. Who cares? Right? Yeah, I can see why they would be jealous and envious because they so poor, all they have is money. And I have learned that I don't need. And like I said, it's not a brag, it's not a boast. I just went back to work January 5th, 2026, because it's a new year. I hadn't worked since May 10th, 2022. And Spirit made sure I was okay all those years. Sure, I didn't have everything I wanted, but I never went hungry. Even put on a few pounds. How do you do that? That's Spirit. That's how you do that. And the time is coming. And the time is coming when I'm going to get everything I work for, everything I earned, everything we work for, everything we earn collective. It is coming. Okay? So hold on tight. That was your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it wasn't helpful, I at least hope it was entertaining. Thank you for hanging with me if you made it this far. I love y'all. Either way, whether you be friend or foe, you only helping me grow. So, you know what? Love you, babes. Everybody have the day you deserve. I'll be back when I have another message.